Hello everybody, okay, back with the Sawara formal upright cypress, quite a tall tree, one of my biggest, quite pleased with it. I have unwired it because the wire was digging in. I unwired it on Sunday, today's Wednesday, so it's had a little while to do any springing back that it wants to. I note it has sprung back in a number of places, so again I'm going to have to rewire in certain places, but not all over, but in certain places, and then it'll be some pruning back. When I got this tree, it was just a big cone, big dense cone, like a Christmas tree, completely green on the outside with lots of dead foliage in the middle. These trees grow very compact and they shut out all the light to the centre of the tree, where it gradually grows back. So we come down a little bit and get the camera to behave better. I'm not entirely happy with the Nabari, although it does look relatively natural. It does need further work and refinement. It's never going to have a beautiful circular spread of roots, but I kind of like it as it is. So, as I say, I'm going to need to rewire certain parts of the tree. Let me see if I can get it into here. For example, this was one branch, and with this particular branch I had it placed there, thus making up, a foliage pad of sorts. So I'm going to need to rewire that to bring that branch back into place, and similar in a couple of other places, but it's not too bad. This branch needs to come back down some. Likewise, this branch needs to come back into position just here. So I'm going to take some time wiring these branches back, and it'll be some pruning and trimming. So I'll carry on wiring and see you back here in a bit. Okay, so I haven't had to use as much wire as I thought. Let me just give you another quick 360. I think I can achieve a lot of what I want through pruning. Let's just stay on the turntable. The back of this tree is very sparse. It's obviously the back. This branch needs to come out, fill in this gap. But other than that, I'm reasonably pleased with the way it's turning out. Do have odd pieces of dieback here, which I shall cut out. Oh, it keeps trying to jump off the turntable. So, it's going to be a case of removing some of these bits that are hanging down, like so, and a thinning out of the foliage in general. I do want to try and pull it back into more of a sort of triangular shape. Do you realise I'm gesturing off camera? It does tend to kind of bulge out a little bit. So I will be trying to pull some of these middle branches back in a little more. In particular, if you look at it from the side, we definitely have a kind of bow there. I don't know how much I can take off these particular branches without setting this tree back too much. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to carry on pruning back, and we'll come back and look at it in a second. Okay, so that's given it quite a hard pruning and pinching. And the beauty of this species is that you can spend half an hour pinching the foliage like I just have, and actually it makes your fingers smell quite nice. It's not quite a refreshing pine smell, but it's piney, shall we say. But it doesn't make your fingers sore at all. It's actually more like a sort of thick fur than a foliage on this particular species. So I'll have to clean up all this foliage in the pot, and this tree needs a water by the look of it. So I'll just do a quick 360. There's a dead piece of foliage there, missed that. Gone. And this tree will go back on the bench, and will just be fed and watered for the rest of this year. I may do a bit more pinching every now and again if I see somewhere that I think needs it. But that's all the major work that's going to be done for this year. Thank you for watching.